Let's see.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on. That note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
You know, I can lie too.
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
What the hell is even the point of this?
All right.
Tanya, I have to get
So
going.
I thought we
See
could
you
skip a
around.
thing that the walkthrough talks about.
And we can't.
So you got to go back to the Grace School as Rosa.
All right, working on it.
One would assume you could just come up here because you have enough information about the ghost. But apparently we don't have enough information about the ghost.
I'll believe that.
Malone, Blackwell, a pleasure to see you both.
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so. What do you mean?
You know as well as I do, a spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
So we just need to leave him there.
Stop trying to fix
So
shit,
what,
Ashley.
Just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen, not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life. No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way, but please do not blame yourself.
How are you supposed to know that?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they
Right,
were marked
they were the
long
ones that
before
did
they
this.
died.
You were just trying to
All
help.
we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
We need to
We'll be
think
back.
about this. Plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
Damn it! Blah blah blah.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes.
He ain't
As
been
well as
torn
being-
asunder by some otherworldly
Changes
power,
everything.
if that's what you mean.
have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
Just tell us,
So,
what demon
what's
blood
your
did you
plan?
drink?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George. And then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't that
awakening
kill him?
these ghosts
Yeah.
destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind.
Teleportation stamps, baby!
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
This got
Yes.
weird.
Peter.
Is
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Oh shit.
All the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
That's not very nice.
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust.
She's dead,
I
dude.
can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances...
You're using
you would
witchcraft,
understand?
dude.
Not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
You know what? You're right.
God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her
Revelation's
revelation
an
was,
interesting
but
word
she
to
wanted
use.
to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget.
Oh,
She lived by
stop.
You're a little judgy, bro.
address.
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know.
I don't.
Just
Now I feel
stay,
bad.
Please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Just gonna stare at you with my cold, dead eyes while you pray. Alright, Ashley. Who we want to talk to first?
What? Heather's not a location.
Nah, come on.
She's sad.
Pretty solid. No.
That looked
You
weird.
can't yell.
Hey, how'd you get in?
Ah, hello, miss.
Answer my question. How'd you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
Why would you get in trouble?
Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
I don't know any Ray. I came to see you.
Oh, well, that's sweet, I guess.
You
But it
guess.
doesn't
Well.
matter. If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Ah, the pimp.
Isn't that
Got
why
it.
you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right. But we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
Okay. Those are some boundaries.
Interesting groundwork here.
You don't seem terribly surprised.
Was
about
not
hearing
expecting
a
to see like a bunny ranch
It is a
house
bit strange you appeared
in
out
the
of
middle
nowhere,
of fucking New
but
York
hey,
City.
I'm used to men appearing
But
out of
I don't live in the
nowhere.
city,
And
so I
for
don't know
some
these
reason,
things.
You seem safe.
Safe.
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess. You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
Clear night. Right. You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason. Just making conversation. Can you tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah. You were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
Tell me about Father Michael Cooper.
Father Michael? Is he a priest or something?
Yeah, or something. He was part of the Grace Group.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to know you.
You don't meet many priests in my line of work. Or at least, if you do, they don't usually tell you.
Ooh. Alright, so you can keep
You know a
asking
guy named
questions.
Benjiro?
Oh.
I can't really say one. I could get into trouble.
I just let her talk. It's okay.
So,
So-
tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
So if we have Ray's name, and she doesn't think he needs to be talked to, perhaps since he's in, the illicit sex trade, we could
Well,
talk to
Heather,
people who
I
try
have
to
to say-
regulate
I'd leave the
illicit
gate
sex
open, but
trade.
For some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
Okay, bye.
Wow, Joey's finally got 3 things he can do. Wow.
I keep thinking I have to go to the phone to get to the map.
Nope. The police. The police are the ones that arrest pimps and johns. And whatever
Officer
word you want to
Palmer?
give for
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who handle women in illicit sex trade.
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray, no last name.
Now, whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name.
Jesus
anyway, here's
fucking
the address of the
hell.
bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Let's go to Vantini's bar
Well, I
and
better
ugh.
go.
Sure.
It's a brownstone. It's seen better days.
Wait a minute, is that who I think it is?
Looks like Greg Proops.
Yeah.
Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid anyway.
Right.
Hello, not Angela Lansbury.
Whoever this was, he signed it. Thanks for the tie. With love, AG. Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
Sorry, I don't.
You know a guy named
Do you
Ray?
know
Just Ray? Like a
Ray?
fucking mongrel?
Yeah. Is he here?
No, no, he is not.
Well, thanks. I better get going. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
I'm looking into a death. Ray knew the victim.
Oh? In what capacity?
She was a working girl. Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray.
Ladies of the evening.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employee?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you. The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
You know, I didn't think I could hate her more.
It's been, gosh, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young. Very pretty. Slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't
A
know.
demon,
That's what I'm trying to
probably.
find out.
Yeah,
Is this a
something.
police matter?
Dark magic seance.
I'm working with them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Ouija
Well,
board.
In that case, ask me
Well,
what
you know, when they build all those
Thaumaturgy.
churches, they gotta put
She didn't return the
pieces
library
of saints
books.
in there and stuff. I don't know. The basement? They were meeting in the basement. Who knows?
So they put a rattlesnake in her lockbox. So
Oh.